it's Prentis here doing a video about what happened to Prentis. This is a summary of what my journey of faith and where it came from, because a lot of people know me from my secular years. I had a, a you know a mildly, well, pretty mild Catholic upbringing, but I totally dropped it in high school, and I yeah, so I never really went to church or anything until um, I guess until 1999. And I think the first thing was Ayn Rand. Um, I didn't know it had anything to do with God then, and actually, I still don't think anyone like Ayn Rand is kind of like the opposite of the book is so secular and so um, uh, yeah, that's because it kind of appealed um, to the commerce part of me that had just finished commerce at school, and that's the book really spoke to, maximizing the then profit and doing, just doing all the, stuff. So, and the value of money is that was really, it was written well, so it really, it started feelings inside me that were like, oh my god, this is really cool. And so looking back now, I'm like, that may have been the start, because but immediately, I guess I felt these feelings in Maine when I went down there for the family trip, and I went there right before I flew across the country to a girl that I would date. She lived in Oregon, and that was the first time that the word God kind of and came to me. And she was not like a, big time Christian or anything, but she was, we were just talking about moral things one day, and she would ask me about, to go to church or anything, and like, do you even know where your church is? And she kind of like dug that into me like she was teasing me like, do you even know where your church is? And and I was like, no, and I felt appalled that, maybe it's something I could look into. And so I went back to church. I started reading the Bible, and the Bible is they're parts of the Old Testament that are just really boring. They're just like they totally, like, you're like, okay, why am I reading this? Like, I've just wasted like 20 minutes of my life or whatever. So I was reading one of these parts, um, and was a part of like genealogies of people like this guy begot this guy, and yeah, and and so I was reading that, and my heart was just beating so much, and so I was like, okay, that's weird, but and it kind of reminded me of like how Ayn Rand was. Like it wasn't as intense. And when in Ayn Rand Bill, but um, and Ayn Rand also ran like now, 20 years later, she makes up a part of my spiritual outlook. It's involved. It's complicated. But anyway, so that's the Bible, and then I was dating another girl in 2001, and she was really devout, and she encouraged me to go on this thing called a Cursillo, which is a short course in like how to rejuvenate your faith. And so I went on that, and that's about all for today. So I'll tell you more about the Cursillo later. Okay, alright, thanks guys, bye. Oh,